Hello everyone. Thanks for being here. I'm Anthony Destrio, business analyst at Odoo, and I'm part of inventory expert team. You have a QR code here. You can scan it in order to ask all of your questions, and I will answer them at the end of this presentation. I'll let you a few seconds to scan it. So before I start, I would like to ask you a question. How much do you think the purchasing department represents in a company's expenses? Any idea? It's 52% on average. So half the money a company spends goes through its purchase department. That's a lot of money. So yeah, I know you're wondering how can I reduce this number? It's a crazy amount of money, but you're in the right place today, because today we will show how to optimize your time, your cost, and your digitalization using Odoo purchase applications. So let's start with your time. So purchasing is a recurring task for any companies every day, and every detail is important. In V18, Odoo optimized the way that you can manage your request for quotations and the return for exchange with a supplier. So let's dive into Odoo. So now I'm working at Odoo, crazy name I know, and I'm work at the purchase department. So it's in the morning, I'm in front of my PC, and I have all RFQs. I can group them by vendor and RFQs. And here for this vendor, ReadyMat, for example, I have a lot of old and obsolete RFQs that I create just for testing, or maybe the replenishment create them automatically, but they are also obsolete. I want to cancel all of them. In previous version, you had to select one by one and cancel them one by one. In V18, Odoo allows you to select all them and cancel in one click. Boom, time saver. On the opposite, you have kind of the same functionality. You can have several RFQs with the same vendor, of course. Here, for example, I have this one with this product, this one, and this one. And here, I can select all of them. And with the button action, we have this new functionality to merge them. Okay, pay attention to the PO number. So, you know, it keeps just one POs, but it merges all the product of the other POs into this one. Okay? So, perfect. I agree, continue the quality, the product, the price. So I can send it to my vendor. Okay. Now you can see on the shader, there is a new email form. And when your vendor will receive your email, he will have access to a new functionality, the vendor portal. So he will have access to this portal. He will be able to send you a message. Okay, amazing, I'm okay. And you have this button to accept. So when I go back on my order, on my RFQ actually, I can see that I see the message of my vendor, and I have this message saying that the RFQ has been acknowledged by my vendor. Be careful, the vendor can accept the RFQ, but it doesn't mean that Odoo will confirm the RFQ for you. You still have the possibility to change in last minute the quantity of the product. So we want to let you the possibility to change. So you have to confirm manually the order. Okay, it's just an information. So it's okay for me. I can confirm this order. I can receive my product right now because my vendor is super fast for deliver. So I can validate. I receive all of my products. And actually the logistic team called me and they told me that for this product, the pedal bin, we received the 6, but 2 of them are damaged. So I want to create a return for my vendor in order to send back the 2 damaged products, and that my vendor send me back the 2 new products. So I can create a return. I can select the 2 damaged products here. And here you can see that we have a new functionality, the return for exchange. And when I click on it, if I go into my PO, here you can see that we have 2 new transfers already created by Odoo for you. The first one is the transfer that allows you to send back the damaged product to your vendor. And the second one is the opposite, when your vendor sends you back to a new product. So time saver, once again, in one click, you have all your flow created automatically by Odoo in order to manage your return. Perfect. So now it's time to optimize your cost. So yeah, I explained earlier, purchase department represents half, on average, of course, depending on sector, of company expenses. So Odoo in V18 go further in terms of relationship with your vendor. And we add a new agreement, purchase, I will show you, the purchase of the template. And we better manage the local currency in order to always buy at a better price. So let's dive into Odoo once again. So in my purchase application, you already have the possibility on purchase agreement to make some blanket order. Just quick reminder, you make a contract with a vendor, you agree on large quantity most of the time, and most quantity implies better price most of the time. And you don't have the capacity on your warehouse to have all the products at once, so you can consume this order little by little, you know? So you have a big quantity and you consume it little by little. Here we have a new feature, and this is the purchase template. So this agreement is more dedicating for your recurring purchase. For example, every month you want to buy some consumables, some coffees, some pens, some, I don't know, some USB key for your offices, and every month you make the same buy again and again, the same order again and again. And sometimes we're humans, we can forget something. So you forgot to buy a product, and 3 days after you make another order in order to have this product, and you pay cost for delivery. So it's not optimized. Here you can create this template with your vendor, with all the products you want, with defined prices. And here you can directly create a new quotation based on this template. You still have the possibility to modify the price or anything you want. And boom, in one click, you can create this order. Now I will show you how to Odoo better manage the local currency. I will go back into a purchase order. I will create a new request for quotation. Okay. Select this vendor. Select this product with this price. Here, my vendor is based in Europe, so we are using euros for this vendor. Not a new feature, but very cool feature. We can make alternative in order to compare several vendors. So we create an alternative with another vendor. Dequadict, perfect. I create this alternative, and here my vendor is based on USA, so I use dollars, and it's not the same price. Okay. And here when I go back into alternative, you have this new field, very cool. It shows you the price, but it converts automatically on your own currencies. So here it's the difference between dollars and euros, but when you have a company using currency with a large exchange rate, you can be biased with very big number or very little number. So not anymore. Here when you compare, you have directly the price in euros and you can buy with the better price. Perfect. We save a lot of money. Go back to our presentation. And now I will show you how to optimize your digitalization. So today, electronic exchange are becoming the norms in terms of exchange with different partners. And Odoo go one step further for this, and I will show you how we better manage the exchange with a super PDF. I will show you also a new way to merge to match, sorry, PO and bill. And at the end, I will quickly show you the new dashboard functionality for advanced reporting. Let's go back to Odoo one last time. So, I don't know if you remember my order, this one on my purchase template. Actually, I hope you remember, it was just 3 minutes ago. So, I sent my purchase to my vendor. My request for quotation, actually, sorry. I sent it to my vendor. And now I will change offices and I will work at Office Max, okay? So I'm working for the vendor. So I am in sales department. I received a PDF, okay? And I want to create the order. Pay attention that for what I will show you now, you have both you and your partner, you have to use Odoo database, of course, okay? What I will show you, just use, it will work just if both of you using Odoo database. So you receive the PDF, you download it, and here you can just drag and drop it, and boom, in one click, you have your sales order or your quotation automatically created with the right product, right price, right quantity. So time saver, again, no more paper. It's perfect. It's a very good new functionality. Let's go back in purchase application. I will take this one. We have a new functionality here, bill matching. So most of the time, you buy some product to your vendor, but you receive the bill day after, not instantaneously. And most of the time, it's separate department. One is purchase department, and you have your accounting department. So it's not the same person who receives the product and create the bill. You can, of course, create the bill here, but most of the time, accountant will use accounting application to create the bill. So you receive the product, accounting department have created the bill, and we want to match them. And now, with the functionality, I just go back, and we can see that for our product, yep, this is the large cabinet. And here in bill matching, Odoo suggests you already a bill and a PO with the same product. So perfect, in 1, 2, 3 click, you have matched your PO and your bill. So you can use it in purchase application, but of course you have the opposite in the accounting application, so your accountant will be able to do this with a dedicated application. So now, to finish, I will show you the dashboard application. We improve it a lot. I will show you, for example, purchase. And you know that we have now a lot of information. This is the standard report. I not added some information just to make a wow effect just for the sake of this presentation. It's just native information. So you can already see that you have a lot of information for your vendor, your lead time, a lot of analysis. This is a large topic, very useful because you can buy faster at a better price, but in the end you will have to analyze your number in order to take better decision. So one of my colleagues will make a talk dedicated to dashboard application and reporting in this room at 5 p.m. So if you're interested, please go back at 5 p.m. It will be very useful for you. Okay. Yep. Let's summarize. We have seen how to optimize your time, your cost, your digitalization, some very cool new feature. I hope you will enjoy them. I'll let you the QR code on the screen one last time. If you want to scan it in order to ask you a question, I will answer them in a few seconds. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you for the interesting presentation, Anthony. Thank you very much. So we have already plenty of questions on the different topics that you presented. So we will try to group them into logical topics. Maybe let's start with some questions about the purchase portal, what the vendor can see and can do with the purchase orders in Odoo. Someone is asking, can we see if the vendor has seen the PO, same as in the SO?
I don't think so, but he will receive an email.
Okay,
for
a confirmation one?
Yeah.
Okay. Can the vendor change price or dates or quantities on the vendor portal?
No, it's just a display for it, so it can just accept or refuse, and you can refuse the quotation and send you a message on the chatter saying I'm not agree with this price.
And can you comment on a specific line, or is it for the full purchase order?
No, it is on the chatter, so it's a general topic.
Okay. For the PO creation, someone is asking, is there a way when adding a vendor on a purchase quote that only the products from that vendor can be added to the purchase order? So I guess they are asking about the domain on the product selection so that it only shows the vendor ones.
Can you...
Yeah, so is there a way when adding a vendor on a purchase quote that only the products from that vendor can be added to the purchase order?
You have to select your vendor when you create a quotation, and you still have the opportunity to use the vendor catalog. So you will see just the product for this vendor.
Okay. Someone else is asking, can we use the spreadsheet quote calculator for the PO the same way it was presented yesterday for sales orders? So having a spreadsheet that would bring back the information for some product lines in the PO?
On the PO, I'm not sure yet.
Okay, so to be confirmed, I guess, at the product booth.
Yeah, you can come to the product booth and we'll see this together.
About merging POs, so you showed the functionality of merging the POs. Someone is asking, is it possible to have one receipt that has lines from multiple POs?
No, Odoo will group them by vendor. So if you have several RFQ with different vendor, it will just match them and group them by vendor.
For the PO functionality, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. And someone else asks about the merging of the POs. What happens to the delivery dates when POs are merged? And something that is also related to that, it's where can you see from which MO RFQ was it created? So I guess if you have different source documents or different delivery dates, what will happen to this information? Yeah,
on the chatter you will have information, and the RFQ used to do the merge will be just cancelled, but you still have access to them, so you can see them. They will just cancel, so you have the filter to show the cancel RFQs.
Okay. Yeah, there was a question about what the old orders become, but you just answered it.
They cancelled.
About currency management, someone is asking how to manage exchange rates for price comparison in alternative purchase orders.
Yeah, so on the settings in accounting application, you will have the opportunity to update manually the exchange rate for currency, or you can ask Odoo to do it for you automatically, daily or weekly or monthly.
Which date is used in the currency rate to see in local currency?
Depending on when you update for the last time.
Okay, based on the last update of the exchange rate.
Yeah.
Okay. Questions about PO integration and exchange, so as you showed, between two Odoo databases.
Yeah.
There is a question here. Does Odoo provide a native EDI integration other than the custom SPS commerce integration? I don't know if this rings any bell to you.
No, like I show you, you and your partner will have to use Odoo database in order to use this functionality.
So it's based between Odoo databases.
Yeah.
About purchase order bill matching, we have quite a few questions here. One person is asking, is it possible to have bill matching with one bill matched to lines of multiple POs?
To line of multiple POs.
I don't know if you want to see it written. This is the first one.
Yeah, it's filter by product, so you will be able to. If Odoo suggests you based on the product, you can make this match. Yeah.
So you think it's possible to match one bill line to several PO lines for the three-way matching?
Yeah.
Okay. But that's a question that is related. Does the PO matching go by line? If we order red but invoice blue, will it match but also flag the mismatch per line?
Odoo not allows you to match lines if they are not related, so it will be, if Odoo suggests you, you will be allowed to do this, but in other case, if it's not matched, Odoo not suggests you to match them.
Someone is asking, what about three-way matching with receipts? So not only between the bill and the PO, but matching it also with the receipt itself.
Yeah, it's another topic, so you can come to the booth and we'll discuss about that.
Okay. Can do. On Partner Day was announced down payments on PO. Is this still? Is it already available, the down payment on the PO? That's maybe the first question here.
Yeah, there is a few change.
Okay.
It's a last subject, so yeah, it's not clearly defined,
Okay.
I think, yet. So
Okay, so to be checked with the PO if
Yeah.
it was integrated
Yeah.
based on what was said during the Partner Day. I'm checking if there are any other questions that I didn't see. Someone is asking whether we have a way to set up a minimum quantity to order with the vendors.
yeah, on the purchase tab of the product form, you can set a minimum quantity, of course.
I think that's it for the questions, but I think you are still available at the inventory booth, right?
Yeah.
With the PO being there.
Me or one of my colleagues.
Yeah, or your colleagues. So if there are any additional questions, they can be asked there. So thank you very much, Anthony.
Thank you.